Hey everybody, it's Molly with All Ears, and I'm here today in Animal Kingdom with a brand new video. Now, we did this over at Hollywood Studios, but it's Animal Kingdom's turn. I am here to have the worst day ever according to you. So we polled people on social media, used the All Ears review sections, and I have made a list of everything you said not to do in this park. From bad advice to attractions that are skippable to food that isn't that great, I'm gonna do everything that you told me not to do so that we can give you the best advice on how to have a perfect day here at Animal Kingdom. I hope you're ready, I hope you're excited, and I really think we're still gonna have fun anyway, don't you? Let's get to it. The first piece of bad advice that you shared on social media is to sleep in on your Animal Kingdom day. You gave really good reasons for this. One, can't rope drop Flight of Passage. Two, the animals aren't awake when it's as hot outside. And three, it gets really, really hot at this park. This is the hottest park in all of Disney World. It has something to do with all the trees. It's science. Don't ask me to explain it, but I promise that's true. So if you sleep in on this park, the one that opens the earliest, you're gonna miss out on some great opportunities. So thanks to your advice today, I didn't get to the park until around 11, which is a lot later than I'd normally get here or advise you to get here. I'd tell you to get here early and then either rope drop Flight of Passage, or my actual favorite thing to do first thing in the morning is head to Kilimanjaro Safaris. It's one of the best attractions in the park, and when you ride it first thing in the morning, it's a little cooler outside, the animals are more active. I've even seen the lions roar on a morning safari. So we are gonna go do the safari in a little bit when it's the hottest part of the day. But first, we're gonna go on a little Pandoran adventure. We have made it into Pandora, the world of Avatar, and you left a lot of comments on social media about the best and the worst ways to handle Pandora. There was one thing in common with pretty much all of the Pandora replies. Pandora, the world of Avatar, is home to two different attractions, and you gave me a lot of bad advice for both of them. Now, the more popular attraction, the flagship attraction in this section, is called Flight of Passage. That is that 3D simulator that puts you on the back of a Banshee, and a lot of people love it. It's some people's all-time favorite ride in all of Disney World. Basically, everyone said to ride Flight of Passage, but the bad advice when it came to Flight of Passage was waiting in a really long line for it. My best advice is either to rope drop it, or my personal favorite time to ride it is very last thing at the end of the day. You can always get in line at the end of the day, and even if the line is an hour long, if you get in before the park closes, you can wait that hour, and then you're not waiting an hour that you could be enjoying the rest of the parks. But a lot of you also said the worst thing you could do in Pandora would be to ride Navi River Journey and not Flight of Passage. Navi River Journey is the other attraction here in Pandora, and it's definitely nowhere near as beloved as Flight of Passage. It's a family-friendly boat ride through the bioluminescent forest, and a lot of you do not like this attraction. It was probably the most popular attraction. I was told that riding this is a waste of time, to skip it, don't wait too long for it, so naturally, we're gonna go ride it. And not ride Flight of Passage. Look at those space ducks down there. Look at that. I didn't know ducks in space would look the same. Very impressive animatronics Disney's rolling out these days. Navi River Journey, again, it's a boat ride through the bioluminescent forest. It is family friendly, so that gets points in my book. Flight of Passage has a 44-inch height requirement, so not everybody can ride Flight of Passage, so Navi River Journey, anybody can enjoy. And it's a boat ride, which is a classic Disney experience. However, it has really bad reviews on our AllEars.net review section as well. It only has a 6.67, which is actually up a little bit. It used to be a lot lower. But a lot of you said don't wait more than 20 minutes. That was your cap. 20 minutes for one of the newest rides in Disney World when you think about it. You said not worth more than a 22-minute wait, which isn't very long. It's only a 30-minute wait right now, so we're going to go ahead and do Navi River Journey. But I think of all the Pandora advice, the pinnacle, the worst combination of all the different Pandora advice would be to wait too long for Navi River Journey and then also just not even ride Flight of Passage. So that's what we're gonna do. All right, 30-minute wait for Navi River Journey, let's go. I'd also like to point out it's a very slow time of year right now. It's the middle of the week in September, so we haven't quite gotten the 50th anniversary crowds yet. Back to school, Plus, a lot of people, I believe, are changing their plans because of Delta. So it's very slow right now. So 30 minutes is pretty low, but it is the second highest wait in the park right now behind Flight of Passage, which is only at 45 minutes. I will be very curious to see what happens with these queues when Genie Plus rolls out and they are using the lightning lanes and the pay per ride fancy ride attraction. And we've got more info on that about Genie Plus in a video we can link for you. And of course, you know, when Genie Plus, which is the replacement for Fast Pass Plus, rolls out, we will do tons and tons of coverage of that. One thing that is very cool in this queue that not a lot of people pay attention to is they have these little plaques around for the different creatures you could see in the bioluminescent forest. So there's the Viper Wolf, and you'll see them for the other characters, because essentially this is kind of like the Pandora version of the animal trails that you have in Africa or Asia. You're not able to actually go meet a Viper Wolf, so they do this ride, and it's like, here's the wildlife of this section, like they have in the other areas of the park. Now, I will say, this is Disney. I don't know why I can't pet a Viper Wolf. I think they could make that technology come true. If they can make the Shaman a song, they can make me a Viper Wolf I can pet. But maybe I can just dream it one day. It will come true. It has been just about 30 minutes since I got in line, and I will be in the second boat at this point, so the wait time was pretty accurate, and it's time to go to the forest. Just got off Navi River Journey. I did wait the full 30 minutes for it. Do I think it's bad? No, I don't. I actually think that it's very relaxing, it's very beautiful, and that Shaman of Song animatronic is absolutely phenomenal. I think if you're expecting it to be another thrill ride, it's not going to be another thrill ride, but it's a great family attraction. Now, what I would say is, yeah, I don't think you should wait a super long time for it. I actually am of the mindset you shouldn't wait a super long time for anything if you can avoid it. We've done tons of videos on how to plan, how to navigate the parks, how to use the wait times on the app to your advantage. And of course, when Genie Plus comes out, we'll do videos all about that as well, because Genie, the app, is also supposed to help you control your wait times even if you don't pay for the upgrade. So we'll do tons of stuff on that. So yeah, I think if you waited in a really long line for this attraction, you might be disappointed. But I think on a day like today, 30 minutes might be a little high, just because the park is so quiet. So you probably could have gone on it lower this morning, or it'll drop in the afternoon. Or, you know, on a really busy day, I would say 45 minutes, but those are the days that I'm talking about when, like, Flight of Passage has a 3-hour wait. I think 45 minutes for Navi River Journey would probably be my max. But I think you just got to know what to expect. I think it's a beautiful attraction. I think it's relaxing and calm. And I don't think it deserves all the hate that it gets, honestly. I think with Navi River Journey, what makes some people upset is the fact that the only cool thing, in quotes, is that Shaman of Song audio animatronic, which is absolutely incredible. It's for sure the best audio animatronic I've ever seen, besides the Stuntronic of Spider-Man in Disneyland. But I think Duckfist had a really good point. I was producing him for an episode of RTT about Pandora, and he said he almost wishes that there were more less good animatronics than just one really good animatronic. And I can agree with that. I do wish there was more than just projections and sets. I wish that some of those other creatures were brought to life in animatronics. But I also want the Shaman of Song. What? Oh my gosh, those banshees are loud today. What I can agree with, however, is the fact that you should definitely not come to Pandora and just ride Navi River Journey and skip Flight of Passage if you're able to ride Flight of Passage. It is an incredible attraction. It is a simulator attraction, which isn't my favorite, but it's for sure the best simulator in Walt Disney World, and it's a really, really neat attraction. So I do think one of the worst decisions you could make would be to choose Navi River Journey over Flight of Passage, given the opportunity to ride both. So obviously this is the worst day ever video. We're skipping Flight of Passage. We're also sadly gonna skip my favorite quick service restaurant in the park, Satuli Canteen. No cheeseburger pods on the worst day ever video. Satuli Canteen actually is one that a lot of you said not to skip. You said skipping it could be part of a worst day ever because it is excellent, excellent. We have made it to Africa, which is my favorite land here in Animal Kingdom. The detail is absolutely incredible, and it's home to a few of my favorite things, including Festival of the Lion King. A lot of you agree with me that Festival of the Lion King is not to be skipped, and that it would certainly be part of a worst day to do what I'm doing right now, which is just walk past the Harambe Theater and not get to see Festival of the Lion King. So it is with a heavy heart that I must do that right now. I might cry a little bit. It is my all-time favorite thing in Disney World. It's an incredible show with live music and performers and fire, and it's so good. I cannot stress enough how much you should see Festival of the Lion King. But that was one of the top things you said, do not miss in Animal Kingdom. So we must. Time to board Animal Kingdom's flagship attraction. This is Kilimanjaro Safaris. This is incredible. This is why you come to Animal Kingdom. It's a 20+ minute safari ride on an actual truck through the Harambe Wildlife Reserve, and you'll see real animals like giraffes and zebras and rhinos and elephants and lions. But a lot of you know that the worst time technically to ride this attraction is in the middle of the day when it's the hottest. So it's 12:30 right now. It's very, very warm outside, and we're gonna go do Kilimanjaro Safaris. So you may wonder, why would I say this is the worst time? Well, just because like I'm hot, the animals are hot. So oftentimes, particularly the lions, will go to where the guests can't see them because they have air-conditioned spaces they can take advantage of. So you're much more likely to get a more engaging safari if you come first thing in the morning. I cannot emphasize that enough. Or even in the evening time, right around 5 or so when they're about to get fed. The animals tend to be a little bit more active. But this is an incredible attraction, one I insist you go on at Animal Kingdom, and I don't think you're ever really gonna regret riding the safari. Let's see what we see today. What's up? Gorilla butt. I always like to check after I get off the safari at that overlook here. This is actually part of the Gorilla Falls Exploration Trail. You can see it at the back side of it when you get off the safari. And there's a gorilla taking a little nappy right there. Honestly, that was actually a very good safari. No lions, the cheetahs were far away, only one of the male elephants, not the herd of elephants. But got some good giraffe action, got some good zebra action, not good hippo action. I gotta say that wasn't great either. But very close okapi, very good rhino action. So the safari is one of my favorite things about the safari is the fact that it's different every time you ride it. You never know what the animals are gonna do, so it has a lot of rewritability. So I don't ever think there's a bad safari. There's just sometimes that are a little more like, if you're playing the odds, better guesses. So if you really want to see the lions, which I think a lot of people do, the morning is your best bet. But I still went on a safari. I still saw a giraffe. Not a bad situation. we're now gonna go do one of the most underrated things in Animal Kingdom, and that is walk the animal trail. So there are two main animal trails here. There's Gorilla Falls Exploration Trail here in Africa, and then there's also the Maharaja Jungle Trek over in Asia. And a lot of you had great advice and said, do not skip the animal trails. So I'm going to not skip the animal trails because I think a lot of people don't realize what they're missing when they do. I'd like to show. This is one of my favorite things in Animal Kingdom, just to walk these trails, see what all the different animals are up to. I'm taking your advice on this one, friends. I think everybody who's done research and knows what they want to do at Animal Kingdom knows not to skip Flight of Passage, but a lot of people still skip these. Oh my gosh, this is too cute. The baby was playing with his own tail. He's just hanging out in that box, but he looks like he's waking up maybe. I love to just, oh look, these ones are a little more active now. They're having a little snack of bugs off each other. I like to take my time on these trails. Watch the animals for a few minutes. You might see something adorable. Look. Look, the baby's messing with the big one. He's like, come on, man, play with me. Please, I'm ready to play. That's baby Douglas. You might have seen him on the Animal Kingdom show on Disney Plus, which I'm obsessed with. Oh, there he goes. See, if I had walked past really fast, I wouldn't have gotten to see Douglas do this. Look at him go. Hi, buddy. Look at this excellent okapi action. I just love okapis. They're such a cool animal. And I know they're not related to the zebra. They're related to the giraffe because I've been on the safari. But I love that he looks like he's wearing zebra pants. It's just a very cute little guy. Oh, look at those big floppy ears too. I love you. I'm in the bird sanctuary now, which you may not know. I don't love birds, or you may know that. But I do love ducks, and they have fancy ducks here. Like, these are exotic ducks. And look at the duck babies. Okay, no. Oh my gosh, no. Not you. Yeah, Mom. Did you see Mom say, get out of here? Because look at these babies. Oh my gosh. I love them. They used to have physical guides of these maps, but they have done a QR code now, thanks to the, they are trying to get rid of a touch point. So it looks like that's not actually a duck. It's an African pygmy goose. And those are the babies. Aww, I love you. See, if I had skipped this trail, I never would have gotten to see babies. Look at this hippo too. We're at the hippo underwater viewing area. Didn't see very good hippo action on the safari itself. We're getting great hippo action here. Oh, he's under. Let's see if we can go under. Can't see him yet, but hopefully he'll come over this way. Yeah, look! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Look at all this great zebra action we're getting as well. Look at all these zebras. I love zebras. I think they're so cool. Not only zebras over here, but look at the meerkats. Little Timones digging a hole.
Yes, they are meerkat.
Almost to the gorillas. And what's really cool is that is like the legit real Timon. Disney came when they were doing the live action Lion King to map the animals, came here. So the hyenas, the lions, the meerkat, the warthogs, those are all mapped from animals that you can see here at Animal Kingdom. But now we've made it to the gorillas, and look how sweet they all are. They're all taking naps. I think they all ate at Ohana earlier, if I had to guess. Look at the baby. Oh my goodness. Look at the baby sleeping. Oh, my heart. A little bit past where the ladies and the babies hang out is the gentleman's area, and you can see one of the big boys out there taking a little nap-a-rooch. Look at this big guy. He's just taking a little relaxing time. I love them so much. They're just so interesting to watch. He's just kind of hanging out. I just think that animal trails are so fun, they're so relaxing, and people skip them way too often. So if you have time in your day, it's a great thing to do in the little bit in the middle of the day when maybe things have longer lines. Check out Gorilla Falls as well as Maharaja Jungle Trek over in Asia. Great thing for kids to do. They can run a little bit, burn off a little bit of energy, and it's just relaxing and wonderful in there. Plus, animals, duh, that's why you're here. We are now headed to Rafiki's Planet Watch, which is a land that, frankly, a lot of people don't even realize exists, but a lot of you said it's a waste of time. It's not that fun. Don't go to Rafiki's Planet Watch. Why would you do that? And on our AllEars review section, the Rafiki's Planet Watch is basically 3 different experiences. There's a train ride, there's Conservation Station, which has an animation experience inside of it, as well as some different animal displays, and you can see the veterinary clinic and things like that. And then there's also the Affection section, which is the petting zoo area. On AllEars reviews, you ranked Conservation Station only a 4.75 out of 10, and the Affection section a 6.33. So naturally, if you're saying this is one of the worst things to do in Animal Kingdom, we're going to do it today. The Wildlife Express train arrives about every 5 minutes or less. It's just a short train ride up to Rafiki's Planet Watch, but it is the only way to get up to Rafiki's Planet Watch. There's no way to walk or anything. You have to get on the train. Short little jaunt later, we made it up to the Conservation Station. So let's go explore the inside first, and then we'll go pet a goat. Because I don't know how you can rate petting a goat so low. Like, have you seen a goat? They're adorable. Here is the animation experience at Conservation Station, and the thing is, they draw different animals here. A Disney character artist will teach you how to draw different animals, and the thing is, I'm missing the opportunity right now to draw Bruce, which I've always wanted to do, but they already started, so I guess this is the worst day ever. There are several smaller animal exhibits in this section. You've got some insects and reptiles and amphibians. Here is your snake warning. 3, 2, 1. Hello, sir. How are you today? Oh, can you hear me? You can hear me. It's because I'm speaking parcel tongue. Because I am a Slytherin. Hello, snake. I feel like that position's not very comfortable, friend, but I want... Oh, yes. You can hear me. Oh my god, he literally started moving when I started talking again. Am I actually speaking parcel tongue? Oh my gosh, I'm not kidding. This is the coolest thing ever. I would have missed this had I not come up here. My snake friend. No one else is around here. No one else is watching this. But I am, because I came to Rafiki's Planet Watch, and because my Slytherin powers are moving the snake. Oh my gosh. I love you, sir. This is amazing. Well, nothing's going to top the snake experience. But we can look at bugs, I guess. Really not setting us up for success to beat the snake experience by looking at bugs. There's a boa in here. Sorry, more snakes. That one's... I don't think my powers will work on that one. Now, nothing's happening today, but this is where you can sometimes see actual procedures from the animal care team, the vets, and working on animals. I've seen them do an MRI on a sheep before. You may see them doing like a toenail clipping or just routine care of the animals. So that's really neat as well. That was amazing. I've officially confirmed that I'm a wizard. I had my doubts from time to time, but now we all know it to be true. And had I listened to the review saying this is a 4.75, I never would have gotten to see that snake do that. So while I don't know if you need to come up here if you're only spending a half a day at the Animal Kingdom, which I also think is a mistake, or if you've got a lot of things to do or you're not into animals, but if you've been here before, if you've got little kids, if you've got some time to kill, I love coming up here because 1, snakes, 2, drawing class, and 3, let's go pet a goat. Welcome to the affection section. So this is where you can see some more like domesticated style animals. They've got goats, pigs, sheep, and then around the fences you might also see a llama or a cow. But this is where you can get a little up close with some aminals. Bueller, I love you so much. This is my favorite goat, Bueller. He's clearly enjoying some shade and a fan right now, but isn't he so handsome? All the goats are named after 80s icons, and all the sheep are named after 90s icons for the most part. Bueller, I love you. He knows. Look at these sweeties. I love them all. Now it is warm, so this is maybe not somewhere you want to come in the middle of the day because all of the goats and sheep, for the most part, are hiding out under the fan area and not out and about where you can pet them easily. So just as a tip, if this is something really important to you, I would come when it's a little bit cooler, earlier or later in the day. But keep in mind, Rafiki's Play to Watch and the animal trails actually close earlier than the parks, also the safari, depending on what time the park closes. So you'll want to check those hours in the app or with a cast member, because you don't want to think, oh, I can do this at 9 o'clock at night, because you can't. They also have these amazing pigs. Their names are Dottie Belle and Charlotte May, and they're usually napping, but I like to come scratch them. You're so sweet. They make little happy grunts when you pet them behind the ears, which is also what my dog does. What's up, sweet sheeps? Are you hungry? Can I pet you? Do you want to go in for snacks? Is it snack time? A llama? He's supposed to be dead. There's a llama here too. And some other goats. Hi! This goat is just, you know, getting in the planter. Are you allowed to eat in there, sir? You want some pets? Want some scritchy scratchies? That's where my dog likes scritchy scratchies, right there. Yeah. You're very sweet. Now he's just in the planter. You're just like living your own dreams. Good for you. Scritchy scratchies are good, huh? Yeah. Now that is good. Hi, Kit. You're very cute. May I pet you? Hi. Well, hi. Aren't you the cutest? Oh, you like getting pets. Oh, okay. We'll get some pets going for you. Little scritchy scratchies. Oh, you want the butt. That's what my dog likes. He likes the ear and the butt, so I feel you. I love petting the goats, and the kids are all loving it. And if you stay up here for a little bit, the goats... Yeah, that is a unanimous come to Rafiki's Planet Watch. Again, this is not a must-do for some people. If you've only got one day at Animal Kingdom, you've never been here before, you've only got a half day, or it's really busy, maybe this is not what you want to do. But I think it's really, really fun. I think it's sweet. I think you're going to get some more intimate animal experiences up here. And I got to pet a goat, so not a bad day at all. Time for our first feeding. Now, there was no place as not recommended, I should say, as Pizzafari. This is home to those puffy pizzas like we had at the Hollywood Studios version at Catalina Eddie's. They also have them at Pizza Rizzo. On our review section, this had a review of a 6.46. And as you guys know, I'm really not a fan of these pizzas. I just think they're not the best. But because we are headed into Pizza Rizzo, I'm going to see if I can prove that Pizza Rizzo is maybe a place you want to go by grabbing something that's not one of the puffy pizzas. When Pizzafari reopened, which was actually not super long ago, it was closed for a very long time, they added a chicken parmesan sandwich to the menu, so I went ahead and grabbed that, as well as a new specialty cocktail, because we're going to see if we can mix it up at Pizza Rizzo and see if there's a better choice than the puffy pizza should you select to come here. Here are my goodies from Pizzafari. So we already know that pizza's not the best. You can watch The Worst Day in Hollywood Studios or the Pizza Throwdown, and I eat it at other places, so I wouldn't recommend that, but let's see if Pizzafari has improved with this chicken parmesan sandwich. It's breaded chicken, and it's got marinara and provolone on there, and it's on ciabatta bread, and it comes with a side Caesar salad. I'm also trying their signature drink, which is a Blue Lagoon lemonade. It's got it's got Parrot Bay, coconut rum, Minute Maid lemonade, citrus, and gummy worms on there. So I usually do not love super sweet drinks. I do not usually like things that turn my mouth blue. I thought there'd be blue curacao in this because it's blue, but it doesn't say there is. And then I also normally would not recommend doing like signature drinks at the quick service restaurants when you could go to one of the mini lounges. So first up, this sandwich, breaded piece of chicken on there, cheese. The bread looks nice. It's like garlicky on the top. There is a lot of bread, and I love bread. I'm Oprah, I love bread. It's very good bread. It's nice and fluffy. It's got the garlic on top, but there's a lot of that bread, and there's a lot of the fried chicken flavor. I don't mean the chicken flavor, I mean like the fried batter of the chicken. You get a little sweetness from the sauce, and then the cheese you really don't taste in the bite of all of it. So right off the rip, it's too much bread. It's too dry. It needs less bread or more sauce or another sauce on it. That said, it is better by a long shot than the round pizzas. Has a little bit more flavor because that really garlicky bread that's like all over my face now, I'm sure. The chicken has a little bit of crunch from the fried in there, and it's better. So if you're coming here, I would recommend this over the pizzas. Per usual, it's just a fine, basic Caesar salad. I love Caesar salad, so I'm never mad about this. Dressed well, it's not overdressed, in my opinion. You know, I actually don't hate that. I love coconut, and the strongest flavors are coconut and lemonade. I think because they made it with lemonade and citrus juice, or probably Sprite. It's got bubbles, so it's probably got Sprite or citrus, and then it's got lemonade, and then it's got the coconut rum. They didn't use pineapple juice or other fruit juice. I actually don't mind this at all. It tastes like coconut lemonade. So I'll give them that. That's not a bad pre-mixed cocktail. I still wouldn't come tell you to drink that over something else though. Overall, with Pizzafari, there is so much good food in this park. I am steps away from the Nomad Lounge, which a lot of you said is one of your absolute must-dos when you come to Animal Kingdom, and I agree, it's one of the best lounges in Walt Disney World. Some of the best cocktails you'll get at Walt Disney World. So even though this is better than I expected, it does not hold a candle to the amazing cocktails over at the Nomad Lounge. And there's also great food over at the Nomad Lounge or Tiffin's. Granted, that's a signature, much more expensive restaurant, but that food is amazing. At Nomad Lounge, so you can get little light bites, you can do some little munchies. You've got Satuli Canteen and Pandora, which is excellent. Flame Tree Barbecue, if you want to do something a little more traditional. There is just simply better food in this park. So I still can't recommend Pizza Rizzo, but if you must come to Pizza Rizzo, I do like this sandwich more than the pizza. Next on our list, It's Tough to Be a Bug. This is that 3D film inside the Tree of Life, and a lot of you said this one is scary and you don't even realize that it's scary because it's a family-friendly show with the characters from A Bug's Life. What would be scary about that? But then you've got screaming kids, maybe screaming adults. And I get it. It's Tough to Be a Bug is definitely one that startles people. It's dark in there. There's a huge Hopper audio animatronic. There are spiders that come from the ceilings and bugs that poke you in the back. But I actually think this is a very cute attraction, despite your 6.8 rating on AllEars.net. The queue is my favorite part because you actually weave through the Tree of Life and you get to go in through the roots of the tree and see all different kinds of cool views of the tree. And I think the show is very cute myself. Now, I always say though, know your kids, let them know it's going to get dark and scary. And I will admit, every time I go, I hear a kid screaming. Now, I don't think this is a must-do on most people's list. It's a nice to do. I think it's great to walk through the queue. I think it's a cute show, but it's not a must-do compared to some other things that are in this park. However, I don't think you should completely skip it either. Again, the queue is awesome, and it's very, very cute, and it's inside air conditioning, so It's Tough to Be a Bug has a 6.8 rating on the AllEars.net reviews, which I think is fair. I think around a 7 and 7.5 is probably where this attraction should sit. Not a must-do for a lot of people. It will likely scare your young children, but I think it's cute and I think it's fun that it's in the Tree of Life. By the way, if you're not sure what I'm talking about when I'm talking about the AllEars.net reviews, we have this great section on our website for reviews at Disney and Universal. You can review your resort, you can review experience you've had here, you can review attractions, dining experiences, and then it gives a review and other readers can read it, so it helps them plan their vacation. So go leave your reviews. If you think Stuff to Be a Bug deserves better than a 6.8 or worse, let us know. We are headed now to Dinoland USA, which I gotta say got a lot of hate as a land in general. A lot of people don't care for Dinoland USA, which I think is honestly a mistake. A lot of people don't realize the very intricate backstory that is Dinoland USA. I did a whole Trapped video in here, which we can link for you, where I tell the whole story, but basically it became a hotspot for finding dinosaur bones. So then all these things popped up, including the Dino Institute, where they would do research, and then the grad students actually live over at Restaurantosaurus. Then there were some people that had a gas station named Chester and Hester, and they wanted to profit off people coming to the Dino Institute, so they built Chester and Hester's Dinorama. So there's this awesome backstory with all kinds of details around here. It's actually, in my opinion, one of the best Imagineered lands that Disney's ever built. But unfortunately, no one ever really gets the story. So hopefully now you know the story, and maybe you'll appreciate it a little more. Speaking of Chester and Hester's Dinorama, I am headed now to ride an attraction that is not only the lowest score here in Animal Kingdom, but the lowest score on all the attractions in Walt Disney World. Triceratops Spin. It has a whopping 4 on the AllEars review section. In addition, when I, again, posted on social media, a lot of you said, ride Triceratops Spin. Or even better, the ones that made me laugh were people telling me to rope drop Triceratops Spin. I clearly didn't do that, but we are gonna ride it. Triceratops Spin is a Dumbo spinner style attraction. It's a family attraction. Hello, just me. 8, all right. It's a Dumbo style attraction, but instead of an elephant, you are flying in a Triceratops. Hello there, little dinosaur lady. Whee! Let's go higher. Triceratops Spin, and I was going to talk to you about it, and then I saw that the Restaurantosaurus dance members, or cast members they had created a choreographed dance, and they were performing it for guests, and it was so cute, and I love cast members, and they're the best, so that was adorable. Good job, Restaurantosaurus team. But Triceratops Spin, no, it's not a thrill ride. It's definitely not a must-do for everyone, but I think every attraction serves a purpose, and the purpose of Triceratops Spin is to be a family attraction in between Dinosaur and Expedition Everest. So if you've got little ones that can't ride one of those attractions, they're too short or they're too scared of one of those attractions, you've got that great family attraction right there, because let's face it, kids love those style of attractions. It rarely has a long line, so yeah, sure, if you're a thrill ride fan, if you're an older kid, that's not going to be for you, but for little ones, that's the purpose of that attraction. So I always like those attractions. You get a good view and a breeze. And speaking of dinosaur, this was very high on your list of things not to skip. It was one of the ones that a lot of people said was underrated, and I have to agree. I love Dinosaur, but it seems like a lot of people come to this park, they're jazzed for Expedition Everest, they're jazzed for Flight of Passage, and they forget about Dinosaur, the OG thrill ride in this park. So I gotta agree with everybody that said don't sleep on Dinosaur. Ironically though, some people said to ride Dinosaur as part of your worst day ever because it is loud, it is dark, it is scary. It will probably scare your young kids if they don't know what to expect, and it's not exactly a smooth ride, so some people don't like how jerky the motion is. So people seem pretty split on it, but the majority of people said great attraction, and I agree. Where do you sit? You team Dinosaur or team skip Dinosaur? Let us know.
They're not gonna make it! They're not gonna make it!
Mission accomplished.
You made it! I knew you would.
Next up, we're continuing the Dinoland fun with the fossil fuel games. Now in Chester and Hester's Dinorama, there are pay-to-play games that you can do, which I can imagine if you had little kids that were trying to win a prize, you could sink a lot of money into this because it's $6 per game and you are not a guaranteed winner. But, so a lot of people were like, just keep playing till you win. That does feel dicey because I'm not good at these games and I don't want to spend too much money, but I bought 2 tickets. I'm gonna play 2 games, test my luck out. There's a couple different ones here, and let's see if I could get lucky today. There are a variety of different games. This is Brontoscore, which requires basketball skills, which I do not have, but I would like to point out how cute these dinosaurs are. See, Kit, you clearly have basketball skills. I have no basketball skills, but look how cute the prizes are. They're
a little raptor, or
pterodactyl.
Pterodactyl, there we go.
I like, oh my gosh, she's a basketball shell.
And Brontosaurus
And
Mammoth.
those are very cute. Over here you've got a Whack-a-Pachyosaur, so that's like a whack-a-mole. They have a couple different prizes. And then Fossil Fueler has a glittery snake that I feel like I want to win. My Slytherin soul loves that. Also, these dinosaurs wearing cool hats, so that's great. And then over here at Comet Crasher, these are actually the prizes that when this reopened, all of the games had, and these are the super cutest because they are themed to Dinoland specifically. So there's Mickey and Minnie and Dino Institute costumes, and then there's also dinosaurs that you can see around the land, like the Triceratops from Triceratops Spin. This is the Stegosaurus, not Stegosaurus, the Brontosaurus is the one right here, the Cementosaurus. So that's really cute, but that one feels tight. I think I'll do one of this and one of the fossil fuel games. All right, here we go. $6 a game, first try. I'm great, how are you?
Good. Would you like to play?
I would love to play. All right, here we go, friends. Black hole. Oh, black hole. I think I'm going too hard. I gotta give it some love. That did not work.
Hey!
Black hole all around. Things didn't go well for me at the comet toss, but I'm gonna try my luck at the gas one and try and win on the Jurassic pump here.
And let me get that ticket.
Wish me luck!
All right, is everyone ready?
Yes.
Ready? All right, 3, 2, 1, and go! All right, who's gonna be our winner? Who's gonna be our one and only winner here? It is a close game, folks, but it looks like it is gonna be number 13. Number 13
Yes!
is our winner.
Yes!
Thank you all for coming out. Have a dino-rific rest of your day.
I did it. I did
so
it.
we have green, pink, and blue.
Pink, please.
All right, one pink coming right up. Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a dino-rific day.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Wow. Wow. What a rush. I won this. Because there are only a few people playing, based on how many people playing is the level of prize you get, so I couldn't win the snake. But I did win this pink pterodactyl, so you tell me this is a bad idea. This is probably a terrible idea if you have children and they want a specific prize or they don't keep winning, so I understand why you would avoid this desperately if you had children. But I'm only a child at heart, so I basically just got a $12 stuffed animal, which this is probably not worth $12. So, I don't know. I could see an argument for it if you want something fun to do, if you're going to limit yourself to how many games you're playing, stack it, get 12 friends up there, 13 friends up there, and then only have your family win. Rig it. That's what I'm telling you to do. Then it'll be worth it. The main thing about the games, besides the fact that they could get expensive very quick, is that do you really want to be playing carnival games for, let's face it, mostly generic prizes at Disney World? The answer's probably no for some people. Most people, honestly. I will say, I think the main thing that people do in Animal Kingdom, that's the worst thing they can do in Animal Kingdom, is think it's the worst Disney park, or think it's a half-day park, or not appreciate Animal Kingdom. It's my favorite Disney park. In fact, I did an entire video showing why it's my favorite Disney park, but I think it truly has some of the best entertainment, food, and attractions of any of the Disney parks. It's for sure the most relaxing of any of the Disney parks. It's the most immersive. In my opinion, it's the best Imagineered overall. The amount of detail in this park is absolutely incredible. And then again, you've got amazing entertainment like Festival of the Lion King, my all-time favorite show. We've got Disney Kite Tales to look forward to, okay? We've got the projections on the Tree of Life. We've got Pandora at Night. Incredible attractions like Expedition Everest, Safaris, Flight of Passage, Dinosaur, and incredible food. This is some of the best food in any Disney park. My opinion, Animal Kingdom is second after Epcot when it comes to food. So I think when the park first opened, it was designed to be a half-day park. And I don't think you can say that anymore. So the worst thing people can do, in my opinion, when it comes to this park is skip it or not give it its chance. And again, I did a whole video about why this is the best Disney World park, and we'll link that for you. I know, those are fighting words, and a lot of people don't believe me when I say it, but it's true. Now, of course, one of the only ways to really have a truly terrible day in Walt Disney World is something you can't control, whether that be because of terrible weather, maybe there's an attraction closure, but what you can do for that is prepare. Make sure you check the refurbishments calendar before you get to Walt Disney World. Make sure that your favorite attraction isn't going to be under a planned refurbishment while you're here. And if it is your favorite attraction, it will make or break your trip. Plan to come at another time if you're able. Also, with the weather, it does rain almost every single day during the summer in Orlando in Central Florida. So make sure you're prepared for that. I did a whole video on hurricane and rainy season preparedness. We'll link that for you. But make sure you have your rain jackets. Make sure you have your sandals, your extra socks. Pretend it's going to rain. And then if it does, you're prepared, and if it doesn't, lucky you. All right, we have time for one last adventure, one last feeding, if you will. And before you say it, Cali River Rapids would be on my personal worst day in Animal Kingdom video, but it actually had a pretty decent rating on AllEars reviews when I went and looked. So if you don't agree with that, go write in your own reviews for Cali River Rapids, but it was higher than anything else I rode today, so I guess that saves me from having to ride Cali River Rapids. But personally, that is my least favorite ride in any Disney park, so that would be on my worst day. But this is your worst day. So here is my last piece of advice for Animal Kingdom, and this is actually kind of jaded advice, if you will. Jaded's not the right word. Here's my last piece of bad advice at Animal Kingdom. Eat a generic snack. So this is a Mickey ice cream sandwich that you can get at any of the carts in any of the parks, Disney Springs, even some of the resorts. This advice is gonna go for Mickey bars as well and the Olaf popsicles. Why am I telling you not to eat this delicious Mickey-shaped treat? Because again, this is one of the best parks in Disney World when it comes to food. Second only to Epcot, the food is incredible at this park. Instead of eating this, go eat my favorite strawberry shortcake ice cream sandwich. That's real ice cream sandwich between two freshly baked sugar cookies over in Dinoland. Go eat a tiger tail, eat a pineapple lumpia, eat that giant pretzel in Pandora, eat cheeseburger pods in Pandora, eat that amazing corn over in the Harambe Marketplace, drink a Night Blossom, get those buffalo chicken chips over in Dinoland, get yourself a Yeti sundae in Asia. There is so much good food at this park that if you're gonna choose a treat that's special to Animal Kingdom and get one of these when you're maybe at Magic Kingdom and they don't have as iconic of snacks, or get this at your resort. But I'm telling you, Animal Kingdom has A+ snacks. Morgan and I did a snack crawl one time. We ate like 26 snacks in one day. Go watch it. Everything here is amazing. So I guess now I'm forced to eat this Mickey ice cream sandwich. It's gonna be delicious. So this is the Mickey ice cream sandwich. It's an ice cream sandwich, obviously shaped like Mickey, and it's got the cookies and cream ice cream in it. I actually prefer this one a little bit to the classic Mickey bar because one, I like cookies and cream, and two, it's a little less messy. But let's go. I mean, yeah, it's delicious. It's a Mickey shaped ice cream sandwich with cookies and cream ice cream. It's amazing. So you can't really be mad. All right, friends, well, that is a wrap on our worst day in Disney's Animal Kingdom, but I hope you learned that yet again, there's no such thing as a bad day, only a bad attitude. Even though I didn't ride any of the e-ticket thrill rides, I still had a fabulous day here in my favorite park. I went on some great attractions. We went on a safari, saw some gorillas. I won this, all right? I even got to eat some tasty stuff. So even though I didn't do my favorite attraction, see my favorite show, or eat my favorite snacks, I still had a wonderful time. And I think that's the moral of the story on these ones. Make sure to check out my other Animal Kingdom planning videos for some tips on how to do the best of everything in this park. Make sure to go leave those reviews on AllEars.net and look forward, because we're going to keep doing this series at the other parks as well. In the meantime, friends, make sure to rate, review, subscribe to our channel, follow us on social media at AllEars.net, and until next time, I'm Molly, and it's been magical and dynamite. I think I'll name him Ned. Want to see more of my videos? Click over here. Want to subscribe? You can do that right here. And also, ring that notification bell to make sure you get instantly notified anytime we post a new video. Thanks for following. See you real soon.